It's really hard to be a dad.
Yeah, I'll write a spot for them, no problem at all.
Someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things
They're all
never
fixation.
change. Never change. You break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain.
Foolish.
Some things never change. Never change.
Hi, sorry I was like, all right.
Good morning.
Sweet.
Hello.
Sweet, so sweet.
We're doing
Ow!
Hi, everyone.
How's your morning?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you pass me a water?
Hello. Is that work? Is that working? Is that working?
Check 1, 2. No. Yeah.
Check one,
yep,
two.
yep, yep.
Check 1, 2. Hello.
Light.
Day 3, it's day 3. Shadow panel.
Is it hot? Are you testing?
It's so hot.
There we go.
Why did I wear a snowsuit? It was such a poor choice.
You are all here today on this redemption panel because of your characters. Some of them have done things that people think needs redemption.
No.
Oh boy. This isn't on.
I think I know.
I think we should flip that because are you tired of having to defend your character and your actions?
Yes.
Yes,
I want you
I agree.
to tell us why your character doesn't need redemption. You feel good? Mike?
Why our character doesn't need redemption?
Yeah.
Defend your character.
I don't think eating priests is a bad thing.
And to be fair, I think I paid my dues.
I'm still paying my dues. I'm in a convent, right? Like, I'm done paying dues.
I'll come rescue you.
I think I died twice, so I feel like, what do I gotta do?
I mean, like, where do I start? Okay. Kidnapped. Like, trained to be a murderer by my father.
Yes.
Stockholm syndrome.
I was trapped in a box with Danny for like
Tiny
who knows how
cotton.
long, okay?
I was on a rock for a rock. I literally lived on a rock.
Actually, I changed my. I'm kind of good with where I ended. You know, not hearing all this. I'm good. I'm good.
Me too. I'm actually very happy. Just saying. Redemption or not. Guys, can you tell we're a little loopy today?
Michael, what about you? Why does your character not need redemption?
I hid children in a tree and played around with them and protected them. I died 3 times.
You died the most time.
I wore a rubber suit in season 3. I was stripped of all humanity and love. That's why. I've
You were
redeemed
in
myself.
an asylum too, weren't
What?
you? You were in an asylum.
I was in an asylum too.
Yeah.
I liked it there. It was safe.
It was safe.
It was safe and warm.
Emily, who do you think needs redemption the least?
Least.
I don't know. They're all such bad bitches. I love them all. The least? You're asking me to rank my beautiful babies?
Yes, do it. You have to.
Fuck. I don't know. I'm so lost in their beautiful eyes when I look at them. It's hard for me to pick. I don't know. Maybe I want to say Rosita, but then I remember. But she tried to steal a baby. She tried to steal a baby. I would say Willa.
I gave it to someone good.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't even know if that baby was going to grow up to be any good. So, you know.
To be fair.
Yeah, to be fair. We never, you know. What did the baby ever do for us? Yeah. I feel like Willa had a pretty rough childhood and didn't have much of a okay. I can't think of anyone else. I can't think of anyone else. I can't think of anyone else who grew up in the muck. I just want to say muck again. I think Lucado was just doing her job, and then she kind of lost her head in the moment. I feel like the widows had a bad relationship. That
We were in love.
They were in love with the wrong guy. And then I always thought my favorite thing about Michael's portrayal of Bobo was I just always thought, and Michael, you always said this, you were like, I don't think Bobo's the villain. I think Bobo knows exactly what he wants, and he wants to get out of this prison, and he wants to find the woman he loves, and these pesky Earps are in the way, who also fucked him over. So none of them. Maybe Jolene a little bit.
Amongst yourselves, who do you think was the best villain?
Say yourself. This is it. It's day 3. It's day 3.
You can say
Oh my God, no. Bobo.
Yeah, Eklund.
110% Bobo.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
Just everything about everything. That's all I have.
And if you were lucky enough to villain with Bobo, you just got even better.
We didn't get to work
How
together.
did, honestly, if Bobo and Rosita met, like what would happen?
I wonder if they knew each other back in the
Yeah,
Old
like
West.
what-
I think it would be fire.
Yeah.
It depends. What are their astrological signs? We were talking about that last night as a cast. We were like, well, who mixes? What are your signs? What are your signs?
The character or like real life? Because my character is a
Beth is
different
a
sign.
Capricorn. Beth is a Capricorn. For sure. For sure.
No.
Sorry to all the Capricorns.
Backstory.
All of you had such amazing moments. It was so good. I'm not picking.
But
I
to
am-
answer the question, it would be Bobo for me. I don't know what anyone else. Bobo.
I agree. Yeah, I would agree.
I'm Team Bobo.
Oh, gee.
Team Bobo.
Thanks, guys.
We love
Coffee's on me.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
Tamara, when we last left Rosita, she was in a good place physically with the nuns. And she was also in a good place with Wynonna, sort of a truce, if you will. Should have spaced my pages better.
No, this is suspense. This is great.
One overlooked thing is, I think, is Rosita's part in Wynonna shooting Holt in the back. Do you think Wynonna still would have shot him if Rosita would not have told her about the Clantons wanting Alice? And why do you think it was important for her to come clean to Wynonna?
You need to start again. That was a very long question. My brain stops like halfway through. I'm sorry, it's the ADD.
Do you think Wynonna still would have shot Holt if Rosita would not have told her about the Clantons wanting Alice? Because that was like a big deal. That was like, she got a lot of shit for shooting Holt.
Yeah, she did.
I feel like maybe you're a little bit responsible for that.
100% I'm responsible for that. I don't know. That's a hard one. I know. I don't know.
Do you think Rosita told Wynonna just to clear her conscience, or also because she was like, go get the Clantons? I hate them. Or both.
I think it was a little bit of both, definitely.
Not to co-opt your question.
just to call it a truce, but also to make things right. I think it's to make things right. I think that was really important for her, is to just, because of all the shit, it was one of the hardest things that she has ever had to do, is like be honest and truthful and say something like that. And then there's like that, oh, okay, I did it. But I think the reason behind it is definitely a little bit of both. I don't know. It's like in real life, you know?
Yeah.
To be honest, it's like telling the truth is one of the hardest things to do, and to be honest and forthcoming. And I grew up with really strict parents, so I lied all the time. All the time. And then growing up, being like, that's not okay. It's not okay to do that. And then, so I connected those in my, with Rosita really, really well. Like, speaking to Mel, I think that was one of the hardest, not Mel, sorry, Wynonna. One of the hardest things to do is like just to be honest in that moment. And your brain toggles between the two, like, no, maybe I shouldn't, and then just fucking do it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Michael, one of my favorite episodes was the Vision Quest episode. We've got Bobo versus Robert's Fame here. Who do you think is harder to play, and who do you like playing more?
Oh, that's him. Harder to play would be Robert's Fane, because Bobo's just so fun to play. Plus, I was playing him for so long before. And what was the second part? Who was?
Which one did you?
Which one was the?
Which one was harder, and which one did you enjoy playing more?
Oh, harder would be Robert's Fane, and I enjoyed playing Fur Coat Bobo. Season 1, then season 2, then season 3.
Aw.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that your character does is Bobo does this thing where he clacks his teeth.
Yes.
Now, I
Where-
worry about your teeth every time.
Where did that come from?
Talk to his dentist. Was that something that was written into your character, or was that a creative choice you made?
No, that just came out because it was. I remember why, and I've been asked that before. It's Calgary. It's cold, and so I would do scenes with Tim or whoever else, with Melanie or Dominique, and our teeth would be chattering while we were, rehearsing, or hopefully not in the scene. And so my trick was I would just let my teeth chatter, and then right before we would say action, I would just clap them once, and then it would seem to be fine. But then I think I did it in the scene once, and I think they caught it on camera or something like that. I thought that would be cool to keep that trait. So it was just really to stop your teeth from chattering from shooting in minus 30-degree weather in Calgary.
Such a good predator.
Yeah, then just work.
Yeah.
Just gonna work.
Such a good threat. Yep.
Yeah.
Great choice.
And then I've stolen it and put it in other roles I've done too. So
Good.
now I'm just stealing off myself.
Yeah. You're allowed to rip off yourself. I've done it many, many times. Yeah. Yeah.
Your dentist must love you. Have you ever broken a tooth doing that?
No. No. Wait a minute.
We're gonna get you a mouth guard.
Yeah.
This is a question for all of you. Was there ever a time in your character's storyline that you just looked at the story and just felt so bad for them and were like, come on, just give me a freaking break?
For your own character?
Lucado? Nope, can't think of a one.
I got one.
I think for Jolene it was like, there was a couple times. Sorry, were you speaking?
No, you go.
Shut up. No,
Redemption gone.
yeah. But Wynonna came in a few times, once to shoot me, and then the other time when I flung her out the door when she came the second time. And I think the thing that I clocked as that character was the way that she would look each time at me, and the way that she would look at Waverly. And those moments were, I think, really poignant because that was the core of Jolene's pain and everything that drove her was that difference, just the sheer blatant difference with how she was viewed and how I was viewed, how Jolene was viewed. And so every time Wynonna entered that moment, I would sort of feel it and try to put that into the scene. I would feel bad for her there a little bit. Go on.
My little quip was not as like poignant. It was like
Articulate.
Yeah, it was more like Beth tried to get to her husband so much, and then a cave dropped in on her.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That was all that was.
Tamara, what about you?
I think it was when Mel had said that she was going to shoot her last. I think that moment was like, oh God, like fucking give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah.
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 It was a very powerful moment for my character to just like, and then when you don't get that break, you're like, fuck it.
Yeah. You're still gonna die.
Yeah.
You're gonna be last, but you're still gonna.
Yeah,
you're
you're
still on
still
her
gonna
shit
die.
list.
Yeah.
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 Kate, what about you?
Well, I always feel like Lucado had a a tough journey in that, a broken heart can do a lot, can shut you down pretty quickly, and that bravado that comes with the armor you've put up around yourself is I think what she relied on to keep her safe and strong and focused, and the only thing that Lucado knew how to do was her job, and it needed a certain way, my way, the highway. I can control everything, because if I let go of one little string, Lucado would fall apart. And I feel like near the end we were starting to see Lucado's heart. And so I feel bad for Lucado for a lot of things. I also don't for some, she didn't have the greatest tact. But yeah, I mean, I think there was a real human being in there that wanted to be part of something. And that kind of gives me goosebumps right now, because that's just life, right? We're all sort of people trying to fit into something, and sometimes we don't because we feel awkward or other or locked up or guarded or whatever. And so that humanity of Lucado, I feel for in my heart.
You have several choices, I think, for women. You might have felt bad for your character, but you just pick one.
Yeah, definitely from the beginning, I always had so much compassion for Willa, and like her pain is what drove her. But I mean, the squid.
Yeah.
I mean, the squid, but who knows, right? Like maybe it's got lots of tentacles. Like we don't know what's going on down there.
Love
right?
is love. Love
yeah,
is love.
love is love, and love has many faces and
many tentacles.
and tentacles, and yeah.
That's a very nice. That's like sending Willa off to the farm to think
Yeah.
that she's off somewhere.
Yeah, she's in it.
With the tentacle monster.
Exactly. Yeah, they're snuggling.
Oh.
Think of the hugs.
Yeah.
Michael, what about you?
Well, I was going to say that pisses me off. Because every time Nat talks about Willa, you know what never comes up? Bobo. I hear about the tentacles, I hear about the squid, I hear how hard it was growing up, being an Earp sister. But who protected you from the revenants? Bobo. Who put you in a treehouse and protected you and kept you safe and made sure the revenants didn't touch you? Bobo. Okay? Who fell in love with you? Bobo.
I mean, like, I didn't
Who
really
tried
have a
to
choice.
We were in love. Swan's mate for life, remember? That's what you told me. Bobo got used. At the last second, you cross that line, you leave me in your dust.
Well, I'm just saying things might have been different if I had
what-
some options. Like one other
Or
option.
like another room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need options when you're in love. So that's my answer. That's when I felt bad for Bobo, getting screwed over by Willa.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm the villain. Here
Emily, was there any storyline with a character that you took harder than others? Like, do you get emotionally involved with them, even while you're writing?
Always.
Like, putting them through things?
I mean, I really think you can't write a good villain without having some compassion for your villain. Like, I really think you have to understand what drives them. So, like, even Jolene, I truly believe, like, Waverly got everything and Jolene got nothing, right? And we all love Waverly, but if you're Jolene, you're like, fuck that. Like, I totally actually get that. And then I also took pleasure just in the nefarious side of me. Like, it's like anything. Like, I'm sure for acting as a villain, there's some pleasure in being able to kind of fulfill those impulses and do bad behavior and be manipulative or what have it. Like, I took so much great pleasure in seeing like Bobo's schemes unfold or Jolene's schemes come to fruition. Like, this is what she's been waiting for her whole life, and I love it when I complete a project. So I really enjoyed that. I mean, I do have compassion for all of them. I have a problem where I do always want to redeem my characters. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes, like, I do that over and over again on shows. Like, I often want to find the humanity in the villains and believe in a world where everybody turns nice. As my son would say, do they turn nice at the end? I'm like, sure. But I think that's necessary. But sometimes also I think there are just, I do think there's irredeemable people. Yeah. Not on this panel though, maybe. Let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Natalie, this question is from Monica on Twitter. How do you think Willa's life would have been different if she had a better father figure in her life, maybe like Natalie?
I don't know, like
Bullshit.
Michael, this is my question. I don't know, like maybe she'd be a real estate agent or like selling properties in purgatory. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not have gotten kidnapped. That'd be a good start.
Kate, this question is from Laura. Lucado came onto the scene as a hard ass, but being ghosted by Black Badge and disliked by the team left her vulnerable. Do you think she sacrificed herself for the team?
Take a breath.
What was the start of that again? That was, repeat that really hard to hear question.
You came onto the scene as a hard ass, but you were ghosted by Black Badge and disliked by the team.
Right.
Anyway.
Yes, I do. I believe that as much as, there was a force that was pulling Lucado to her demise, I do think that final moment of warning Dolls was her last minute, like, holy shit, I'm gonna die. And this is my last moment of clarity, and what can I do to redeem myself and to apologize? I mean, it all happened so fast, but I really, I really think, that it was so, I loved how that episode was written and directed, and it was just like, having that moment with Dolls, if Lucado had just exploded, and, we'd be like, yay, bye, you're an asshole. But there was that moment of like, Dolls, get back. Don't let it touch you. There was like a real frantic panic. I wanna say sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like that was sort of the subtext of Dolls, get back, is just like, save yourself. So yeah, I think it was a conscious moment.
forget that you've always been wanted to be asked this question.
Huh?
Here's your question.
Oh.
If Beth were still alive, who would she have wanted to get with? And what's their ship name?
Get with.
Ooh.
Go for the tentacle.
I kind of think Beth would dig Jeremy.
Oh.
Is that weird?
No.
Is that weird?
Jareth.
Jareth.
Wait, what was it?
Jareth?
Jareth?
Jared?
Jer and Jeremy and Beth?
Sure.
Jareth.
Jared.
I don't know. Maybe it's weird.
Barry?
Beth and Jeremy.
Like the character?
Zoe.
Hello.
Dark-haired Jolene versus blonde Jolene.
Right. Well, I started shooting Jan. And I was blonde for that. And then I didn't expect to come back to Wynonna, actually. I didn't know that I was coming back.
dead.
I was dead. I thought I was dead. And surprise, I was not. And I said, I'm blonde. And Emily went, good for you. And
Get your ass over here.
yeah, and that was kind of the whole, yeah.
Who did you like playing better?
Between who and who?
Dark hair and blondie.
Oh,
Jolene 1.0 and Jolene 2.0.
well, I don't know, because I was dark because I did a show called Pure. That's why I went dark. And then Wynonna happened right after that. So Wynonna just happened to keep getting whatever hair color from whatever show. Yeah.
It's a magical show.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I look quite different with dark hair and blonde hair. I don't know if I do, but I feel like I do. I feel like it changes me quite a bit. And I am naturally very dark. My hair color is not blonde at all. I was born with blonde, I was blonde as a child, and then I went dark quickly and stayed dark. And I don't know why I'm telling you any of this, actually. It's not remotely interesting or relevant to anything. So, anyway, how are you? Yeah.
2.0 was meaner. Why? Was it because she gave up sugar? Why?
Yeah. You mean the second time around? I think she had to be. I think that it wouldn't have worked if she was in the same place. I think that the need had to be stronger. The resentment had to be stronger. Everything had to, there was no reason to bring that character back unless there was that evolution. So I think that in order for it to work at all in any way for the character for the show, that she had to come back guns a-blazing. Yeah.
All right, this last question is for you, Emily. Bring us home. In an April 1st, 2016 interview on Tales of the Black Badge, you said about the show, I hope they're quoting it back to us at cons from years to come. That would be dope. That was
Sounds very 2016.
Let's bring it back.
Yeah,
That was dope. That was from a media call in March 2016. So here we are 6 years later, and people are doing exactly that and have been for years. What is this all like for you?
It's fine. No. It's insane. It's insane. I say this every time, but I will never forget. Look, it's been in my weird brain, and you put it out into the world, and you don't think anyone else is going to feel the same way or understand what you're trying to say. And I remember very clearly that first year in particular, kind of running around, seeing what this cast was giving us and how magical it was, but also being like, this is a big swing. This is a weird show. It's hard to explain. If you've ever tried to recruit someone, it's a tough sell on some level. So I genuinely had a moment, I always say, at the end of first season where we had shot the whole thing, and I said to my mom, I'm really proud of it, but I just don't think it's gonna go again. I just think it's too weird. I just don't know if anyone's gonna get it. So this has been beyond my wildest dreams. My cup is full. This is all I need. I'm gonna go for more because I'm greedy, but thank you so much. And it has been such a joy also to do it with such an incredible group of people who I think are so talented. I've said this so many times. It's been lightning in a bottle. Everyone you're meeting here is so extraordinary and clever and talented at what they do, and that has been kismet, and that doesn't always happen. So thank you so much for celebrating everybody involved. You better get that. Yeah, it's Scrofano being like, you better be saying nice things about me. It is beyond my wildest dreams. It is beyond my wildest dreams. So, and I'm sure there's not a person on the cast who would not say that this has been hopefully one of the most special parts of our career. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm so glad you loved it and got it. That's the best part. Thank you, Anne. Woo! Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Didn't nail it. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Take it with you.